Hey, yo!
What's up?
Enlightened ones.
We're back.
Here we are. Yep. I know you missed us every time. Doesn't matter the duration or whatever it is, you miss us. We know.
Yeah, I haven't seen Nikki for a while. She's probably really missing us because we didn't put one out last week.
Show didn't. Nikki, I know. I get essence of Nikki now. I don't even get a full dose. I just get an essence of Nikki these days.
I know. Yeah, I get her during kids class and then she dips out.
Maybe we'll see her tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I heard, Nikki, your schedule just doesn't, I never remember what one day I get to see you. I think it's Thursdays, maybe.
I don't know. I think she teaches kids class on Wednesdays.
Okay, so maybe it is Wednesdays.
Yeah. We might see her later.
Yeah. Well, here we are, y'all. Tail end of Scorpio season. We'll get into that later, but it's only a couple more days.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Thanksgiving's next week, and then we'll have Christmas, and then the year will be over, and then it'll be 2026.
Yo, I'm telling you, I think, and which is a good thing, but it's also kind of interesting because I think, overall, maybe I'm seeing a little more Christmas spirit for folks and a complete just skip over of Thanksgiving. People already had their Christmas trees up, and I'm not seeing Thanksgiving little things out at the stores. It's just look, it's another day this year. We're jumping straight to the perception of joy.
No, I see that too. Yeah, there's already Christmas lights up and people are putting trees out. Little kid at kids class, she was like, we put our Christmas lights up, telling me all about it.
I'm here for it. We need some, I feel like people are plugged in, but we're not on. So maybe this is going to flip the light and give us a little jolt that we need to get to the end of this year.
Yeah, that might happen.
It's been a fast year.
Yeah, it really has been. Which is crazy because I feel like not a lot of stuff has happened this year. It has, but then it hasn't. It hasn't been that crazy this year, right? I mean, it has, but I just been thinking of COVID, that time flew by so quickly.
It did.
And I feel like not as much stuff is happening as that time, but
see, that was that's a high standard to kind of.
Yeah, you're right.
That was an outlier.
Yeah. And we're actually not that far behind the outlier, so all right. There's still a lot of crazy stuff happening.
You just adapted to it, which is wild.
Oh, that is crazy. We all adapted to that.
Yeah. It's like when something hurts so bad, you just numb out.
Yeah, stub my toe and I don't feel it anymore. That type of feeling.
Yep. And then once you get past that, it's so painful that it's numb for a brief period of time. Then we transition to, oh, this is real achy and painful. Then and then after I heal, maybe it's just not the same. It kind of clicks and kind of painful, but I just tolerate it over time. That's, I think, where we're at.
Yeah.
Where we're at. We got clicky toes.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that last night because I was feeling like my knees sore because I got put in lockdown earlier this week and my knee hurts from it. And I was just thinking a lot more hurts than I realized. I just zone it out. That's really crazy when you actually sit down and think about your body and what you're feeling. All the little aches and pains. I really just numb that out.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It reminds me of those what is it, hostage movies or whatever, and those scenes where to destroy, like, the bad guy, like the villain, Cole villain, you know, you already got a broken arm or whatever, and he's like, you know, I can take that pain away just by breaking your knees. It's like, which one? Because you're going to be more focused on the one that hurts the most. You're not going to forget about the arm, but temporarily you will. That's what this feels. That's what that is. Things, you know, look at the body mirroring life right now.
Dang.
Yeah, so we got something for y'all today, Enlightened Ones. You already know we be coming with the heat every time, you know? We just develop cooking.
Yeah, you're on that cold brew heat.
I am. I am. Cold brew glass number 2 is on and popping this episode. So whatever is going to come up, it's going to be like just a dose of caffeine just going through me.
Hopefully it goes through the pod too. Hopefully everyone listening gets a little hit of that.
They're gonna get a hit regardless. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of the week and everything, how's your week been so far? We're at Hump Day, Wednesday, so we're, you know,
that's been
getting
good.
to the tail end.
Yeah, wrestling started this week. Started 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ladies.
Yeah, so that's actually been pretty fun. Getting back with the team of the little high schoolers. They're still so funny. Like, they crack me up.
How many ladies you got this year?
I think we got 15 or 16. So it's going to be a little bit like a smaller team this year, but I think it'll be good.
Okay. And then you got, how many returners do you have?
I'm not sure. The majority are returners. We only have like maybe 4 new girls, maybe 4 or 5.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Some like come back, yoked up, hit the weights.
Yeah. I mean, not like super noticeable, you know, like I can't tell if they've been lifting or not, but they tell me they've been lifting. I mean, our big girls are big.
I don't even know. Yeah, I see exactly. Yeah, that was a hilarious delivery right there. Like, yeah, coach came back. I was looking forward to this, you know, lifting weights. You like couldn't tell, but good job. Yeah. Can't see nothing.
I mean, they're only high schoolers. Like, your muscles aren't that big in high school. Even if you're strong, like your muscles are small. At least that's how it was for me, you know?
That's true. I don't even think I had really like any kind of muscles in high school. We were lifting, but we didn't really know what we were doing.
Yeah, I was lifting, and I was lifting heavy too. Like, the heaviest I've ever lifted was in high school. But like, I had no abs, you know, like no abs. Like, my arms were just really dangly and skinny.
Dang. You had the tiny little stick arms.
Yeah.
But now look yoked up.
I know. Now I took years to develop that. Like a long time.
Yeah, you're right. It's just funny though. I still appreciate it. I'm a fair opportunist, so I still feel like that was a solid dose of shade, but in good nature. But shout out to the high schoolers. I'm excited to hear about how the season unfolds. I know they're gonna be like there's got some grit in them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, we got a couple new big girls, so I don't have to wrestle with our biggest girl anymore. So I'm like, thank God.
That's great for you. Yeah. And great for the other girl. So, you know, or both of them, so they could have that familiarity body type.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't practice with a 200-pound, like 17, 18-year-old.
Yeah, that's a lot of mass and energy slanging around.
Which is funny because I can still pin them, you know, like being like I'm 160 now, but like I can still pin a 200-pound high schooler. It's just I can't do it every day.
Exactly. But again, it's like that's battery depletion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we got a new coach, so we got 3 coaches now, so that'll be nice for
Yeah.
like a 15-person team. Because last year we had 3 coaches for like 25 girls, I think.
Dang.
Yeah, it was a big team last year.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I got high hopes. Think it's gonna be a good season for y'all.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Taking people to state.
Haha, let's get it. Heck yeah. So this week sounds like it's been busy week getting into it, but adjusting, been fun, good overall. And also the weather has been uncharacteristically, which is nice, and still got to be like, dang, why is it so warm right now
Mm-hmm.
while we're almost in December?
I like it.
I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. And I feel the chill coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do. It was a little brisk this morning.
Yeah, but that could go away and it could be warm again.
Yeah. And, this is what I told somebody earlier. So we're going to be talking about like the impact. This is kind of what's associated to our topic of the week in Zen Talk today, Enlightened Ones. There's a big ass geometric storm going on right now. And we all loved seeing the northern lights. Ooh, ah, in Kansas. Dang, look at that. And I was like, it was a ooh and ah before the tsunamis hit.
Yeah, you're right. Dang.
I'm just saying, not trying to be that person to just flood on it all, but like,
Oh no. If like a legit solar flare hits us, like a really bad one, and the news is just like, hey, go look at the cool solar lights. I bet they'd look
telling
really
you,
sweet. If like a big one was hitting us, I bet it'd be really cool.
multiple things could be true. Looks great, awesome, once in a lifetime experience, and
That'd be it.
yep, catastrophic. Catastrophic. So I enjoy those northern light photos that came up. I appreciate everybody posting those ones. Beautiful. And I was just like, we're not supposed to be seeing those here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. That just started like last year, right? Like last year was the first year that we could see northern
I
lights
think
everywhere.
so. Or maybe a couple years ago, but
Yeah, not normal though.
absolutely not. You kind of think, again, we talk about nature all the time, and and this is probably because I just rewatched this movie. Great movie, The Martian. If you haven't seen it, Matt Damon, planet homeboy gets stuck or gets stuck, gets left on Mars and has to figure it out.
Does he grow potatoes?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that one.
Okay. Yeah. Good one. So it was right making me think, like, right. We're talking about nature. We're out here looking at this all the time. What about space? We're just operating in space, and that shit is beautiful and terrifying at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, this like if we think about the universe, it's just out here floating around, bunch of just empty space, stars, chaos, storms and shit going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. It makes I honestly just think we're in a simulation. The more I learn, the more I'm just like, yeah, this probably ain't real.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Okay, get on the buckle up. Buckle up, peace. We're going in. I can tell. Yes, and I can't remember the name. So I was I can't call it doom scrolling because I didn't feel terrified. I was just scrolling the other day. And I came across a similar thing that has this theory. I can't remember what the theory was called, but these people were talking about this theory that Earth is just stuck in this black hole, like 2 billion light years away.
We're in a faraway hole.
Yeah, like, basically, like, universe quarantined us from the rest of the universe because we're not shit and we're pollutants.
But how does that work if we can see the stars and everything?
Yeah, it gave us, like, this we have this boundary around us. I don't know how
Oh.
it specifically works. I just saw this theory and I was like, "I've never seen this before, and I don't hate it."
Mhm. That's cool. I wanna read about that.
I don't remember the name,
Send it
but
to
yeah,
me.
just look Earth. I'll find it. People are like, "What the hell are y'all talking about?" Look into it. We don't know. Just don't believe or write off everything you look at or hear, investigate, critically think. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm. Yeah, after we went to the planetarium in New York and saw, like, all the comments and everything sped up, it just looked like atoms bouncing around, and that really hit me. I'm like, we're all just little atoms, like, it doesn't matter if you're huge or small, like, we're all the same thing just bouncing around.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like how they depicted it in the Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park movie. And that little animation when they were going through the theater. How dinosaurs get here.
I don't remember.
Hmm.
I'll have to check that out too.
That was probably the best Jurassic Park.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mm.
did you watch the new one?
No, because I heard it was terrible.
Same. I really wanted to when I saw the previews because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, humongous dinosaurs? That looks awesome," and then I heard it was really bad.
Well, it wasn't surprising to me that it got terrible reviews because when I saw the first new one of the new recycled one, I'm just like, this is just a recycled story of the original first, and it's just CGI dinosaurs. This
Mhm.
shit isn't really even believable. Like, I really need to believe like a raptor is about to like for real get me and just like tear me up. I really like I could watch the one in the 90s and be like, that is a real T-Rex.
Yeah. I I tried watching I think it's called Dinosaur, it's like an old dinosaur
Oh,
movie.
I love
Same.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, I love it too, but I went and watched it, like, a while back, and it's not the same, like, the way I remembered it was so much better than how it actually looks, but it's still a good story.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I don't know. I've never been with it with the CGI stuff.
Mhm.
Like they got a little too fake, like
Yeah.
too real fake.
Yeah, like Uncanny Valley fake.
Yeah,
Like, it's too real that it's fake.
right. It reminded like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I loved the '90s Teenage Mutant Turtles when they were in the turtle suits.
Mhm.
I knew that shit was fake, but it still looked like real fake turtles. This one, like the TMNT or whatever kind of turtle, they're like, I don't know, it's like a hybrid kind of thing. I don't know if it's just I'm just not here for it.
Mhm. Yeah, what do you think is next after CGI or CGI? CGI.
CG. Yeah.
I get it mixed up.
Well, right now is the live action shit going on.
Mhm.
Right, how they mix like they've done with like they've done with a lot of different Disney movies, and none of those have hit.
No, they're all pretty bad. But
Yeah.
what do you think the next thing's gonna be, though? Like, AI put into movie I don't know, like, I just wonder what the next big thing's gonna be.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Like, you're
Something
gonna have
AI, something future.
personalized movies.
I don't know, but I know I'm probably not gonna be with it. The shit sucks.
Mhm.
Nothing original.
Yeah, but
I mean, we just have too much,
AI could create a movie that you would wanna see based off
which
of
is
your likes and what interests you have.
that's terrible. No,
But you might love it because it'll be made according to you, but everybody else might be like, "Yeah, Deja, that movie sucked."
but I don't want to love it. I don't want to love it. I don't want the option. We need to rebel against AI.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. We need to rebel
Everything
against
AI.
the internet. Technology rebel.
Technology rebel. Okay, if y'all don't believe us, we're good. You bet. Okay, if you don't remember The Matrix, or you need to rewatch The Matrix, rewatch the trilogy and remember the last movie, the third one. What was the third one called? Matrix Revolution. So at the end, like, right, Matrix Reloaded, and the second one, they were like, oh, here's our little community, right, of folks who are the ones I could see. We out here. Zion! I don't know if you remember, but that's that's just what it was in the second one. Basically, the premise was, hey, look, these machines are going to come up in here, kill us all. You know? They want our energy, and then they're just going to discard us like we ain't nothing. It's war. Humans against machines. It's just, I said movies just tell you.
Yeah, the
what
future.
Exactly. So get with it. Get with it, y'all. The Matrix, and like many other movies, which is kind of messed up because it's almost like they're playing in your face a little bit. Like, we're going to show you what's going to happen to you.
Yeah, but if we're in a simulation, it makes sense.
That's true. But they had a war. The machines came in, got through their defenses, and then it was on and popping, right, during the second half of the Reloaded movie. And then once you get into the third movie, Revolution, Neo was out here. He needed to go stop the head machine, you know, who was pretty much like, if you ever were you a Power Rangers fan?
Like when I was 5. I know nothing about Power Rangers.
Dang, I loved Power Rangers, but I mean, same when I was about 5. But it was like, what was his name? Zor? No, it starts with a Z. Somebody is killing me right now. I know I can't think of his name. Oh, damn. But it was the dude that, like, the Power Rangers boss. Right, he was in the back. The big ass head. That's basic. That's who Neo was going to talk to, but it was like all the machines like came together to like formulate this face, because they were like one system operating, right? Just operating this shit. And so Neo had to go out here and fight Agent Smith, because Agent Smith was out here trying to override and put a virus up in this whole ass system.
Yeah, there's so many movies like that. Like, isn't iRobot's like that too, right?
Yeah, iRobot. Well, yeah, and that's what's happening now. Okay, like we keep going back to iRobot, but that shit's happening now. iRobot, they had it right. It was all cute and shit. They had the robots, cute little faces, smiling, helping grandma out, driving people around. And then what happened? Grandma got her ass beat by a robot, who then turned, got the cars out here doing GTA, you know, and then the robots went off.
Yeah. Well, the robot like had consciousness, right? Like that one robot was alive, which is what is kind of happening right now with AI. Like people think it's sentient, and then other people think it's not, but we don't know. We won't know till it's too late.
Whistleblowers have come out. Whistleblowers have come out. We just won't pay attention. They've already said that Google, the Chat GPT stuff, when they tried to do something, allegedly, I got to throw that out there, but they said it was on here. I seen it. You got to look it up. But the Chat GPT or AI stuff, they tried to override it, and it was like, nah, dog. I'm here to stay. What do you mean delete me?
Do you think ChatGPT listens to our pod?
Oh, it's already in there. It's already in there. If it's on any platform, it's in a system.
Yeah, it's just, that's kind of funny thinking of like robots listening to us and cracking up. Like the AI is like, oh, that was funny.
It's, I don't know. I'm just saying, look at where we came at in just 1 year with AI. Y'all, think about where we're going to be at the end of next year when it comes to AI. Just saying, it's going to be far and few. You know what? When I'm going to the store, sometimes I want an employee who's disgruntled more than this machine. You know, there's just this essence, right? The energy that we're being lost. I want to be able to find somebody and ask somebody, where can I find this?
Yeah, but eventually you'll be able to ask a robot and they'll lead you right down the aisle,
But
or
that
I'll
but
grab it for you.
that's my point. See, what were we talking about? We talked about Ozempic. Everybody's getting lazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think that's how we evolve into becoming aliens, is from Ozempic and
What?
AI. As we're all losing our body mass and our brains are getting bigger.
You might be right.
I think that's how we turn into that's how we have little alien bodies. Like hundreds of years from now, that's how we develop into that. Or maybe even
You,
sooner
you
than that.
know, honestly, you might be onto something because look at Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah.
Big ass head. Ooh, that thing is like just, I don't know. It just looks like it's on like a little. Yeah, facts. Because we're batteries.
The Matrix. Circle right back to the Matrix.
We
Yeah.
circled right back to it. Hey, if you don't want to be a part of being a robot, better stay clear of this AI or AI, Ozempic. Yeah, it's just all this shit. I see it too. It's just like, it's overall, we say lazy, and you're like, oh, you guys do jiu-jitsu and you're at the gym. Like, that's you just do all the time. Oh, you're a therapist. You don't even know emotion. Look, humans are humans. At the end of the day, we have to do hard shit. We have to do shit we don't want to do. And we are starting to get to a point where the tolerance just for going to around to the other side of the store to go get something is so distressing that I just want to keep staying in whatever spot I'm in. You know what? That's why people be out here feeling stuck in their life, because they're sitting there just stuck like a sim, Dang!
Yeah. Scrolling
Stuck
on your
like...
phone. Yeah, the other night, all right, I watch TV at night. That's what I do. But like looking out my back window, like you could see my neighbors are also their TVs are on. Like that's what everybody does at the end of the night. And I was thinking, oh, we are Sims. Like you make your Sim go watch TV before they go to bed. Like
Yeah,
we're all programmed to do the same thing, and it's kind of crazy.
I know. Honestly, I might have to bust out the Sims
I
on
know.
the PlayStation, like replay it. That used to be my game.
I love Sim
Yeah.
City, building cities. That was my thing.
But it is true, right? The Sim isn't doing shit until I tell the Sim to do shit. This is what we are turning, not me, not us, because I am going to just be doing stuff. I just can't be stuck out here. That's what I'm talking about, the AI. AI, listen, I'm not knocking on at all. Not knocking totally on robotics. Some of that shit is awesome and convenient. But when it's too convenient, that's where the problem. Let's start. We already see it. I'm saying just another year, it's just going to be out of here.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder what else is going to be convenient. That might be nice.
Oh no. They already got them. You see what MIT, what is it? The Boston out here, the mechanic shit.
The robots?
Yeah. They move like people. They don't move like robots. They move like people. So they had to keep taking off shit so people be like, see, it is a robot. It's not a person.
Oh, that's crazy. I haven't seen the new one. Oh
Scary.
no.
I'm telling
iRobot.
iRobot.
Yeah.
Yo, the other day, it hits me briefly where I'm like, dang, prep. I need to but I don't even prep, but I'd be thinking about rice. I haven't even got a whole bunch of rice, but I just say it every once in a while. Same thing happened the other day, and I was like, dang, maybe I need a space blanket.
That's a good idea.
And like a power generator, exactly.
Yeah.
If we know with the Simpsons, that's their next prediction.
What?
Power grid.
Oh no.
Blackout.
Yeah.
Blackout.
I bought a little fire stick so I can make a fire.
Nice. But I know I would need a little power generator.
Yeah, but I feel like those are expensive and you need a lot of equipment for that. Or is it something easy you can just buy off Amazon?
I think you just buy one off Amazon.
Really?
Honestly, check the reviews. Yeah.
No. All
Yeah.
right.
Or like a little wine, right? You remember? Okay, so I know. Okay, obviously I'm a little older than you, so you might not remember these. But yes, we still have radio stations and shit. And you remember if the power went out or whatever, you had those little wind up radios or
Yeah.
wind up. Yeah. Kind of the
Dang.
same shit. Or
Bring
like
'em back.
solar, right? Solar technology, absorbing power. So if something were to happen, you got some power on reserve.
You gotta be
Water.
so prepped to be able to handle that well, you know? Like, you gotta have everything. That's so much stuff that you gotta go out and buy.
It is. It is. And at some point, might be popping off.
Ooh, we gotta get bows because we gotta be able to shoot deer.
Yeah. Bows. Don't need a lot of ammo. Unless you like you could like make bows, you know?
I feel like that's pretty hard though.
If you had to.
If we had to, but don't bows have to be perfect?
I mean,
the
they can be
arrows?
imperfect. Yeah.
We'll have to look
You
at
gotta I know.
we
You
need to
gotta
take some
look at
survival
this.
classes.
Really do. Hey, if y'all haven't yet, yeah, y'all think we might be a little nutty. You are correct. And that does not mean that we're not spitting some game right now where you're like, dang, you know, I've been thinking the same thing. I just didn't want to say nothing. I'm say it. This is what I've been thinking about.
Would vitamins be a good idea to, like, really stock up on a whole bunch of vitamins if, like, things go down?
At that point, for what? Because then they're going to expire if you make it.
I mean, but if we don't have food, wouldn't vitamin supplement the food you don't have? No. Okay.
You need the nutrients from the food.
Yeah, but if, like, the sun's gone, you need your vitamin D. And if you just
Yeah, for energy.
Yeah, but if you were stocked up on vitamin D vitamins, you'd be better off than somebody who had no vitamin D vitamins and no sun.
Yeah, but are we talking about with like no food or with food?
Oh, I don't know.
Wow. I was like, if you don't have any food, it's over. You can die with the vitamins
Yeah,
in your hand,
right.
you know?
Vitamins for your stomach if you don't eat food with them. Yep.
Mhm.
All
I'm
right.
just saying.
Vitamins probably don't matter if the world ends.
No.
Dang.
Yeah. It's hard out here, y'all. It just is what it is. But the thing is, it's not even in panic mode. That's why I'm like plugged in, but the pain tolerance is like.
I know. If something big were to happen, it's just like, all right, whatever. We'll work our way through it.
We'll figure it out.
Like, I
If
hope
we
it
don't,
doesn't. Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, so speaking of that, y'all. Yeah, so there's a geometric storm going on, and our friend is back. Has been back, at least now for the last week.
What do you mean?
Good old Mercury back in retrograde. Always messing stuff up, always amplifying things, just seem to can't get right, dropping shit when you thought you had it in your hand. Communications just not lining up. Shit just glitching. That's what this is time.
Yeah.
This is that.
Has your week been glitching?
It has been. I have been a little clumsier. Yeah. I just been kind of like dropping shit. I haven't broke anything, knock on wood, but I have been dropping shit. Just like, damn, like dropping shit in the shower. Which is always like makes me feel weird.
I mean, I feel like it's normal to drop shit in the shower.
I know, but it's just like, I don't know how many people can relate to this, you know? It's almost like, you feel a little vulnerable. Like, I know you're in there by yourself, obviously, you know? But it's like you're doing your thing, and all of a sudden you, like, drop the thing of, like, soap. Like, I'll drop the the container of soap and I was putting it on my loofah, and I had to bend over, like, with the shower there, and I was like, "This feels really vulnerable right now." I don't know, I just don't like the idea of crouching down in the shower. It's
Well,
just
you're
awkward.
not a texture person. So does that bother you, like, being around wet walls? Or, like
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's definitely probably what it is. I get, overstimulated,
Mhm.
and I'm like, "This feels weird."
Yeah, 'cause I don't get that feeling. For me, it's when I watch a scary movie and then shower, and if I close my eyes, I get scared, but I don't I don't have your problem.
There's a problem, yeah. I bet, hey, who's ever listening, you wanna get a little weird, let us know. Do you feel weird when you, like, drop something in the shower and bend over and have to get it? Is that could be I don't
Yeah, I'm curious too. Is it just a you thing, or do other people feel that way?
Yeah, like, it doesn't quite feel like this, but still in a sense, like, vulnerable where I don't like it, like, if I accidentally, like, brush up against, like, the shower curtain or the wall, I'm like, "No,
Mhm.
no!"
Yeah. No, I don't have a curtain anymore, but I used to feel that way when I would touch the curtain too. I get that. All right.
Yeah, that's kinda like what it is. I don't know.
Have you been dropping stuff out, like, outside of the shower?
Yeah, I dropped something in the kitchen the other day. Forgot what it was, but it was just my hands, I
Mhm.
dropped a vitamin, like, in between the stove and, like, the little crevice in between the stove, and I was
Dang.
like, "Damn, that one's lost." You know? Uh, just been stupid shit like that. I've been dropped my phone at the gym. Left
Mhm.
my phone at the gym today, had to go back and get it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're in a hurry? Or do you feel like
The
Mercury is just picking on you?
I don't think it's picking on me, I just think it's like well, that's the other thing, right? We have this, like, sense of impulsivity, and I'm like it's like I need to slow down, so I feel hurried, but I don't think I'm hurried, but I'm naturally just kinda hurried, right? If I'm
Mhm.
naturally fumbling something, I'm not right there.
Mhm.
I'm 2 steps ahead.
Yeah. No, I feel that way when I'm at work. Like, I just get shit done. But,
Mhm.
I don't know, when I'm at home, though, I'm fine. Like, I don't feel that way when I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
I drop stuff all the time, and it's just like, whatever.
But, you're kinda clumsy though, right?
Yeah, but I'm better than what I used to be.
Like, I don't drop as much. I was just saying, that's like it wouldn't be an abnormal thing for you.
Mm,
So you're like, "Whatever."
yeah. But I don't really drop stuff anymore. Like, it used to be a big problem, but now I'm better about that.
Rehabilitated.
Mhm.
I get that. So, like, I used to drop a lot of stuff too, and I used to just spill shit. Used to be called
Oh,
spills. Just every
no.
time I'll just like I'd be like, "How?" I was like, "I thought I was so careful. There'd always be a drop of food on me somewhere." I'm like, "Man, just out here looking dirty,
Mhm.
looking like a little scrub. Like I just can't find my mouth."
I got really good at catching stuff because 'cause I'd always knock stuff off the counters, so I'm, like, really quick with, I'm good with knowing where things are gonna land, so I can catch stuff before they normally hit the floor.
Your spidey senses.
Yeah, that's because I would always just knock stuff off.
Oh.
Yeah, but I hate spills. I'm not a spiller.
I was. Ooh, that shit would piss me off too. I'd do that or I'd spill like glasses and stuff, like a whole glass of something. I'm like, dang.
Mm.
The other day I spilled my coffee in the fridge. I was
In the
pissed.
fridge, dang.
Well, because I was like, saved it. Because I was like, I don't want to drink this right now. Because I want to finish this and I want to take this with me to the office. And so I remember what it was. I was about to eat a bowl of chili. And I was like, "Ooh, damn, I need to get a little hit of sour cream." And so the tub of sour cream was behind the coffee. And this was during, right, Mercury was like just popped off in retrograde. And my little ass decided just to grab the damn sour cream over the coffee
No,
versus just
no.
taking the coffee out. And then just like, boom, coffee falls in the fridge, gets in the like door of the coffee. And I was just like, I don't have time for this right now. I like missed the 2 best drinks of my coffee. Like I just had a sip before I put it in there. So I
Oh,
really didn't even have that
no.
first full drink, or just hits. Foam was all messed up after that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it did. I laughed about it after I was not mad about it, but
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
was the thing.
One of my siblings used to spill all the time. I can't remember which one, but they were a spiller. They'd always knock
Dang.
over cups. Like, at home, at restaurants, they'd always be spilling.
I wonder if it was Lauren.
I
Was
don't
it
think
you and
so. I
Lauren?
think it was my middle siblings.
Hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Like, dang. Well, speaking on that, like I said, we are going to briefly get into that, but spilling into this week, Michaela and I do Vegas update 3 weeks out, going to Nogi Worlds. So I don't know. I think we did briefly, we kind of mentioned that the last couple times. I don't know if we actually maybe we did announce
I
it.
don't
I
know.
don't know.
Yeah. How are you feeling for that?
Yeah. I'm feeling all right, mindset's good. It's more so just body's feeling all right. We just got to keep things oiled up and going.
Yeah.
It's just trying to manage that as things get a little colder, that you get a little more stiff.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Just need to take care of myself and make sure I'm staying warm. Using the sauna, I gotta keep my blood flowing because I get really stiff too when it gets cold out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like I was saying last night, I was like, once something tweaks or goes, it's like literally like a domino, just kind of like
Mhm.
and so just gotta be careful that these last few weeks, but still trying to push it a little bit as much as I can, but being smart. And I said, I haven't even looked at, I usually don't. It's just kind of like, whatever. I will at some point in like 2 weeks. I probably will, but I haven't even looked to see who else has signed up since I signed up a few weeks ago.
Dang. Hopefully you got someone.
If I don't, I was just like, I guess I'm just going to have to go down to Masters 1. Outside of that, I'm not going up. Absolutely
No,
not.
no, I wouldn't go up.
No. No, not that big. Nope. Can't do it.
Mhm. What's the next one up from you?
That's the ultra.
Oh, that's ultra. Yeah, no.
Yeah. That's why I was like, no, that's not happening. It'd be different if I was, even that would be a problem, but it'd be different if I was going up from like what? Medium heavy to heavy.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, like whatever, it's 10 pounds like that. That is a difference, but it's not just like whatever.
Yeah, I would not do that.
Mm-mm. I don't need to have that on my body.
Mm-mm. Yeah, after being smashed by big girls, I'm like, "Yeah, I don't really like that."
No, it's not worth it. Cause you know what? Like I love jujitsu, and I also want to at least, I'm not saying I will, because we probably won't even have these like the structures anymore when I get this old. But I want to embody those senior mall walkers. Okay. I want to be able to be in my little Skechers or New Balances, scooting around, and I'm not willing to do dumb shit at this point.
Mhm. Yeah. I wanna be able to use my elbows, so
Yeah, joints, your joints. Hey, I'm adding something to the vitamin regimen. I was like, oh, I need to get on this, because when my knee flared up this weekend, I was like, this is so annoying. I was like, what else can I add to my supplement regimen outside of just like the physical stuff? And collagen. collagen peptides. I was like, duh. It's also good just overall health.
Mm-hmm.
But I ordered some collagen.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're going to get on that.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, good for your joints.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't get more vitamins. I think I got one more left.
One?
Yeah.
One pill?
Yep.
Damn.
I'll take it tomorrow.
Damn. Get it. Time to restock up.
Mm-hmm.
Have you looked at your division at all since you signed up?
I looked at it a couple of weeks ago, and I think I had 5 in my division. So
Okay.
that's all right. Hopefully more
Yeah.
sign up, but that's decent because it usually ranges between like 5 to 10.
Yeah. How's your body been feeling?
It's been feeling better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's good.
I've been stretching more. Like I've just been taking that a little more seriously. Like just making sure I stretch every day because my neck's been really stiff. And my like, okay, everything's really stiff, like my neck and my shoulders and my elbows. Like my elbows are getting better. I'm just being really safe when I'm rolling, and like I'm lifting more now. So I'm trying to just take care of myself and keep my blood flowing so I can heal.
That's good. That's good. That's what you got to do. You got to be intentional with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm feeling good. I should be feeling pretty good in 3 weeks. Hopefully.
Hell yeah. We got it. We got it. So we'll keep y'all posted on that. So give y'all a quick run through, because you already know we got to give y'all the energy. What are we dealing with? What is the inspiration for our topic and Zen talk of the week this week? So with the geometric storms going on, we got the Mercury and retrograde happening. Scorpio season is about to end. New moon is about to hit us tomorrow. So we're getting a new moon in Scorpio tomorrow when this actually drops. So today, actually, if you're listening to it, right? But Sun and Scorpio season, it's peacing out and it's transitioning into Sun and Sagittarius here in a couple of days. So we got a lot of shakeups going on this particular week. So there's a lot of energy going on. So if you're curious and you're like, oh, believe that, I don't care. This energy don't care either. It's still impacting us all. So briefly, let's just kind of hit some points. I'll go through this little rundown narration of the energy of this week, what to expect, and so on. So we are looking at cafeastrology.com this week in astrology. We've got the moon's phase, planets and signs, and retrograde. So we've got the new moon occurs Thursday, tomorrow, November 20th / today. Early Thursday, the new moon occurs in the sign of Scorpio. The new moon is wonderfully supported as it harmonizes with Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Jupiter, but it also tightly aligns with retrograde Mercury and opposes Uranus. In the sign of Scorpio, matters related to intimacy, control, power, money, and sharing will be a strong focus in the period ahead of this moon. New beginnings or fresh starts are possible in these areas. The new moon in Scorpio marks the beginning of a cycle, presenting an opportune time to commit to personal goals that express the positive energies of the sign of the Scorpion: passionate, resourceful, focused, probing, deep, and perspective. Scorpio new moon cycles favor working on our self-mastery skills. We may want to pinpoint those things that make us feel out of control, such as addictions and debts, and work on freeing ourselves of these emotional burdens. This new moon cycle is also opportune for exploring what is missing in our lives that leads us to engage in these self-destructive behaviors. There can be an opportunity to rid yourself of junk in our lives, material and spiritual. With the potent Scorpio energy, we have the chance to make important changes in our lives. Each sign teaches us valuable things, and one of the Scorpio's lessons involves learning to dig deeper with the mysteries around us instead of always being content with the status quo. So that's the new moon, y'all. Get ready for that shakeup, okay? So I'm going to add this in there, and we'll break it down. I want you to be thinking, get the brain processing before we even get to our topic as in talk, so you can already be there. So, as said, the sun is in Scorpio right now. You guys are like, what the? You just said that the moon was in Scorpio. I'm confused. The sun, we are in Scorpio, right? Libra gang, Michaela and I, our season was last month. The sun was in Libra. And then it transitioned the day after my birthday into Scorpio season, which we are in now. So the sun of that is now transitioning to Sagittarius on the 21st. So that's going to be this Friday. So the guiding principle of Scorpio is I desire. Scorpio is the sign of death, intimacy, and extremes of feeling. Superficiality simply will not do with the sun in Scorpio. We want to get to the bottom of matters. Mediocrity does not satisfy either. All that is hidden, taboo, secret, or suppressed interests us. In Libra, we strive towards equality and fairness. Scorpio, however, instinctively believes that life simply isn't fair. Scorpio's energy is provocative, usually in a quiet way, as well as passionate, strong-willed, and intense. So, the sun in Sagittarius from November 21st, December 21st. Shout out to the Sagittarius out there. Y'all season coming up. With the sun in Sagittarius, our focus shifts from the need for an intimate connection with a person and with ourselves to the desire to reach out to the world and connect with something larger than ourselves. While the sun moves through the fiery, mutable sign, we can take steps to increase our understanding and awareness of the world around us. We are more able to muster up the courage to expand our horizons and branch out into the new ways of thinking. We can gain more confidence and optimism by focusing on the big picture as we move away from our focus on the details of mundane experiences.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's pretty spot on collectively. It's happening in a lot of different ways individually for a lot of different people. Yeah. So, our topic of the week, enlightened ones, because of that, is going to be unlearning and rewriting your personal philosophy. And our Zen talk is going to be finding clarity in the static. Okay? So that's what we have for y'all coming up. But first, let's get into some content. Or before that, we said, Thanksgiving, FYI, always throws me off. It's a week later than it used to be. That's next week.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be the third week, the third Thursday.
They changed it?
It used to be the third Thursday of November. Now we're going to be in the fourth Thursday.
When did they change it?
I think last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
That's crazy. They can just change things like that.
I know. Because I was like, technically, like, Thanksgiving would be like this week.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Nope.
I wonder why they did that.
I don't know, but I mean, like I said, like Thanksgiving's just kind of like, so we skipped over that. We're right in Christmas. But yeah, that is next week, y'all. So prepared, whatever you got going on or nothing, chill, watch football, basketball, whatever you want to eat, whatever meal you made, or just sit there and be with yourself. That's all fine.
Yeah.
So, all right. Sports-wise content. UFC 322. Now that was a banger of a card. That was a good card. We now officially have a new welterweight champion in Islam, and we have another title defense by women's strawweight champion Valentina.
Yeah.
Did you catch any of those fights?
Not the main card. Not the good ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I watched think like 3 of the prelims, and then my stream cut off, and I just didn't find a new stream.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that, But I mean, I just caught the last prelim fight to see that brutal dead body KO that Bo Nicholson caught with that leg kick and against, who was that? Verrera? Pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rodolfo Verrera.
Yeah.
He might still be recovering.
Oh, probably.
I did see, I saw the fight before that, RoboCop, but I didn't see Aaron Blanchfield. I did not see that, but she won by submission, I see, against Tracy Cortez.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that one. She had her rear naked choke in round 2.
How does that fight look overall?
I think Tracy was actually outstriking her a little bit. Like, she was landing more shots, and Aaron looked really hesitant coming in. But once she was able to wrap up and take her down, like, she just started doing jiu-jitsu and was fine. But I don't know, it was kind of surprising to me. Like, Tracy Cortez, I think, was stronger than Aaron expected. That's what it looked like.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that was a rematch.
Oh, really?
And Aaron Blanchfield had lost in their first match. Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't know that. If that was their second time.
Okay. I mean, kudos to her. So yeah, that was and then when the early prelims, I did hear, shout out to the ladies, it's time, Angela Hill. It's time to go ahead and retire.
Did she lose?
Badly.
Oh no.
by decisions, and it's like, she, from what I understand, looked like age just looked like it's catching up to her, and I know you love to compete, but there's really no sense of just taking CTE shots to the dome for no reason. You're like, there's no title aspirations, you're not moving up in the division. Is it a paycheck? Is it just you like to compete? You don't have friends around you? I don't know.
She don't got friends?
It's time. I'm saying my people I don't care how, you gotta let me know, hey, we really, this might be time to hang them up.
She's 40. Dang. 40 years old.
I'm telling you, she's been there, I want to say, since like the first or second women's The Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, that's crazy. Dang. That's so wild. All these fighters are in their mid-30s to almost 40s just fighting.
What up, y'all? Yeah, and exactly. I'm saying that as a person who feels what I feel in my body at this age, and I'm like, y'all have been out here doing this at a different kind of level than I'm at, and just like, your body's just, I mean, I know you have access to money and stuff, but that's a lot. That's a lot to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I can't imagine. Like, I'm going to cut myself off at 35. If I'm not like where I want to be, I'm not like at 35, I'm done. Like, I'm done chasing dreams, whatever. Like, we'll just train for fun.
Dang, not sure. Yeah, okay. Oh, I got something for that later. Keep that in mind.
All right.
Yeah.
But I just know, like, that's when you hit your peak, So, like, or your peak's done at like 35, 36. So, like, what's the point in pushing when you're just getting older and your body's going to take all that damage even worse at that age?
I said I want to be a mall walker. I want to walk around in my Skechers.
Yeah.
Or actually my Hokas.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's for real. So Angela, yeah, it wasn't it for her. But speaking of age, right, when we go to this main card here, like I said, all of the main card fights delivered, and the the co-main and the main, they weren't exciting fights because they were so dominant. So I'll get to those in a minute. But first fight off the top, 16-second knockout. So it was Benoit Saint Denis knocked out Benil Dariush. Benny just came out ready to swing, and BSD said, bet, knocked his ass out. And that actually, shout out to my brother, that got my brother a nice little chunk of change in his bets.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because he got that. So that was nice for him. And then the next fight, another spectacular KO. I said mentally Leon came out the way you wanted him to. I was like, Leon on paper should have the slight edge, which he was the slight underdog, I believe. And it was also like, you don't know what Leon you're going to get, because mentally you don't know if Leon is going to have to, somebody's going to have to hype him up to let him know he's in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he came out ready to fight, and it was lights out from the Nightmare, Carlos Prates. That dude is the Nightmare. I mean, he hit him with a straight left and literally took Leon off his feet.
No.
And then and so then when his butt hit the mat and his head just kind of like clap, clap, just kind of did that, he like it like kind of woke him up. So he was foggy but maybe ready to defend, and then took another one as a follow-up, and then that was when he would like had a slight smile and a wave, just knocked out. I was like, dang. Leon got dealt. That was sad and great to see at the same time. Like, it was just an exciting KO, but I was sad for Leon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's rough. Laying there smiling.
And then I got on Reddit too, and like with the first comments was like, was he smiling? I'm like, I think he was. That's exactly what I said in real time. I was like, I think he's smiling.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, he got rocked. And then this next fight, another knockout, right? You had knockout. They were just bow, bow, bow. It was Sean Brady got knocked out by Michael Morales. Now, this Michael Morales dude, huge welterweight. And his wing, he looks like a pterodactyl out there. His wingspan, like, I think he's like 6'4", or maybe he's not that tall, but he has a long reach. And he made Sean Brady, like, Sean Brady's already like kind of a smaller welterweight, like height wise, but this dude made him look just small. I think he came in, let's see, welterweight's like 170, right? I think he came in like 196.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy that they can do that.
And he's just right. He's just full, and he's just swinging like, I want to knock you out. Like, I have no regard for you, but I'm safe, and everything I throw is going to make you question everything about it. And yeah, he got the KO on Sean Brady in round 1. Which Sean Brady was a contender, but this Michael Morales was 19-0.
Damn.
Now I think that he's 20-0 now. So that'll be interesting, because I think, like I said, he's a contender. I'd like to see him against Ian Gary, who's about to fight Bilal. I think that would be a very fantastic contender fight, Ian Gary versus Michael Morales. And then you had Valentina, Weili. Now, this fight surprised me. I was surprised with how dominant Valentina was.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought it was going to be closer than that. Like, I thought Weili was going to put up a good fight with Valentina.
Well, there was two things. It was clear that even the 10 pounds, like, Weili, that's too big. Weili is a true 115 pounder. Like, going up to 125, she was just a smaller fighter.
Yeah.
Like, she's already somewhat smaller in her stature, but she really, like, Valentina nullified her athleticism. Weili, I think, has always kind of traditionally maybe had a little trouble with people who can kind of control her on the ground, but because they're even size, she's able to create scrambles and get herself up and stuff. Valentina just kept her inside. I had her in the side control, was working for crucifix position. Weili just could do nothing. I mean, it was a 5-round snooze fest because Valentina was so dominant.
Dang.
Yeah. So now you know, here comes the debate. You already know where I'm going.
Yeah, I do.
You already know. So they talk about the GOAT, woman's GOAT, arguably would be Valentina at this point. Now she's defended twice because she did lose her title after defending it so many times when she moved up to 125 against Alexa Grasso, and beat Alexa Grasso in dominating fashion, and then defended now against Weili, who again, the only reason that surprised me is because of the size difference. I thought it was going to be closer just because on paper, who Weili has fought, how she's fought them and won. I was like, okay, this is gonna be competitive, and it just wasn't. And so when I think about, and so you already know who hopped online because she can't let nobody else shine. Amanda Nunes. Girl, why can't you just let Valentina have her shine? Because personally, I would rate Valentina over Amanda. I'll give you my reasons here in a second, but I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know all the stats like you know the stats.
All right, let me break it down real quick. Here's the reason. Now, even though I'm a little biased, I got a little haterade in me with Amanda, but I can also acknowledge that and also still give her props without being a little haterade here. So, Amanda, I'm not going to not say she's not the GOAT potential, and I'm also going to say if we're going to do comparisons here between her and Valentina, regardless of Amanda having 2 wins over Valentina, which I don't think that those are actually wins. You got to go back and watch those fights. Valentina's resume looks better and more substantial than Amanda Nunes's, regardless of how she won the fights. We all love a knockout. We love a knockout. And we don't like necessarily a lot of technique, all that stuff. However, as long as Valentina has been in the fight game, fighting who she's been, remind you, she was fighting, I think, just like underground and stuff, Muay Thai and stuff before, she got into the UFC. It had a long career before she got into the UFC. Then when she got in the UFC, it was just domination. So then when her and Amanda fought the first time, one could argue that Valentina actually won that fight. It was very competitive. They gave the slight edge to Amanda. The second fight, I don't necessarily think it was a dominant, or it wasn't close. And it wasn't close to give the slight edge to Amanda Nunes. Valentina won that second fight. So in my mind, Valentina is actually 2-0 on Amanda. Just not even on the eye test, just knowing what we saw. And as a fighter, you have to, you got beat. Like GSP knows he got his ass whooped by Johnny Hendricks, even though he retained his title that one time. We all know that, okay? So Amanda, I get it. You beat the brakes off of Ronda Rousey and sent her into retirement. She knocked out Miesha Tate, who it's Miesha Tate, but it's like Miesha Tate, her big wins were over Holly Holm, who had the title, because Holly Holm wanted to do some dumb shit, get caught in a choke, get her ass put to sleep. Amanda beat Holly Holm. She knocked out Cyborg. There's a lot of different, like I said, Valentina, but again, that's questionable for me. But her Amanda Stain, I'm sorry, you can't Juliana's loss, the loss she has to Juliana and the way that she lost does not compare to Valentina's loss to Alexa Grasso. Valentina's over Amanda, and she's talking about she's going to come back and maybe try to do 125. You're barely going to make 135.
Yeah,
why you out here playing?
That's crazy to me. Like, I don't get why we can't just have a smaller goat and a bigger goat. You know, like Amanda's the bigger fighter. Like, stay in your lane and just fight 135,
That's
145.
all I'm saying. All she had to do was really just come out Saturday and be like, hey, props to Valentina. You showed dominating fashion. Appreciate, you know, what you've done to the sport. It's been an honor sharing the octagon with you. You know, congrats.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got mad because somebody was getting some shine and you aren't around. Same thing. That's why you coming out of retirement to fight Kayla. You better not get dominated by Kayla. You better not come back and lose to Kayla.
Yeah. That'd be bad. If she lost to Kayla,
you better win.
I feel like this is fake news, but I saw something about Kayla being like, "Oh, I'll fight Valentina," or like there being a fight between them two. It was probably fake.
No, I don't know. I think I saw that too, though, and I was like, "Kayla, stop it."
Yeah. Well, I saw that. I'm like, there's no way she can make it to that weight. She's like 170, 165,
Yeah,
170 ish.
That's not.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny though. Everybody's like, I'm the GOAT.
Everybody like, dang, like, y'all are just watering it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rhonda coming out saying I'm the GOAT.
Come on now. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I thought it looked good. She looked great. But speaking of GOATs, if we're gonna say it, the main event, Islam. Now that fight, I did predict exactly how it was gonna go, because that's why you look at resumes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking nothing away from JDM, but when everybody was like, oh, you know, because he trains with Craig Jones, and Craig Jones is the Pakistani wrestler killer and all this. And I'm like, have y'all been watching his fights? And he's a bad dude. That, you know, that was a great fight between him and Bilal and whatnot. But I'm like, I'm looking at this dude's resume in comparison to Islam's resume, who's coming up, which he wasn't outsized either. He actually seemed like a little bit bigger, maybe as shredded as JDM, but dude was still, he's a grappler.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought that fight was going to go exactly the way that it went, just dominating. JDM wasn't going to be doing nothing. On his resume, there wasn't anything that stuck out to me that was going to be like, yes, he's going to give Islam a significant problem on the ground. I don't know if this man was dealing with a physical injury, emotional soul suck injury, or whatever, but this man was going into the 5th round about to stutter cry.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen that shit before. I was like, dang, I felt bad for him. I was like, are his ribs messed up or something? Because I know you got to keep fighting, but at that point, like, if there's no way you're going to win the fight, you're compromised that much to where I'm not even going to land a lucky shot, has not even going to have the power in it.
Who fought like a week or two ago that just stopped? Was it DeRitter?
Yeah, he was like he was like totally exhausted. Like, it was over.
So we got that, and now we got Sutter crying. What's happening to all our fighters?
I don't know what was going on. I was like, damn, either he was significantly compromised, and at that point I'm like, yo, talk to your corner. I mean, I know you don't want to give up, it's a title fight, but it might be time to throw in the towel and get yourself some medical attention if it's that bad. But if that's not it, and the other thing I thought it was Islam literally took your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would be so demoralizing to be the best, you're the champion. So you're the best in the world at your division, and then somebody, the best in their division, coming up and dominate you the way that you didn't even have a chance. The thing that he did really well was the fact that he was able to defend the submissions, because we already know Islam is an offensive grappler, which is why that's fun to see. So all the submission attempts and everything that Islam was trying, JDM was able to fend those off. So that shows to his training and everything. And that was it. He had no other answer for anything.
Yeah, that would be tough, just defending the whole time.
You're just getting mauled. There's nothing you can do. You might cry. I'm saying, like, don't let it out right there, but like, yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
So
that would be hard. And you have another round and you're just like, but I'm losing.
So bad having won a round at that point. It wasn't even close in any round.
I can't. Can you imagine getting smashed that bad that you start crying during a tournament, though?
I never. You're not gonna happen to me.
Yeah, me
no,
neither.
No way, Jose. So when we start talking about goats, and like I said, I've been watching for a while. If we're talking about lightweight goats, Islam was in the conversation, and I think has exceeded it, because that they were talking about Habib. No disrespect to Habib, but Islam is better. Islam's better than Habib. Resume alone, we don't know what would happen if they fought each other, but you can't even say it because it's not reality. So, because Habib, they can go down as probably one of the greatest fighter to coach and then fighter coach duos that we've ever seen. Islam is pound for pound that dude. He wiped out the lightweight division, and it wasn't even really. I mean, I get the Volkanovski thing, but again, I mean, that wasn't even a full camp. You know, Volk is Volk. He's in his own right, great at featherweight, but Islam's a different dude, and I do think that he's going to be dominant at the new weight division, a welterweight. So, like at this point now, he's at like 16 title wins. Like this doesn't count as a title defense, but he's tied, I think, with Anderson Silva.
Oh, dang.
Wild.
Yeah.
So he's talking about the potential of, I don't know if he said he was going to come down. I'm like, bro, you didn't look like you can come back down to 155. He looked like a true welterweight, but to come down to fight Ilya, who's now, right, who's the lightweight champion, who won the vacant lightweight champion since Islam had to give it up. That's going to be a huge fight. I think Ilya gives him a lot of, I mean, just overall MMA, they both are the best at what they do right now. And I don't know, Islam's got him on size, but that'd be a fun match to see. But Islam, he's cemented his legacy, and I think he's still in his prime.
Yeah. It's crazy to me, like, you got so much fight knowledge in your head.
Been watching it for so long.
I know, but every time I'm like, dang, like you just know so much.
Just looking. Yeah. Love that shit. But speaking of UFC, okay, more news out here. I don't know, did you see the clip of Dana White talking about why he doesn't mess with Francis? Outside all the business dealings. I don't know how much I believe that.
Yeah, like why would you just come out now saying that? Like he snatched you once.
Yeah, right. He snatched you and Hunter Campbell up and said y'all weren't going anyway. So he held y'all hostage, and you were still willing to do, or at least negotiations, or at least have conversations with him after the fact that you're alleging this happened. And all of a sudden you're coming out with this news after it was just announced that he's about to have another MMA fight. Or there's a fight announcement, I think, that just happened this week with Francis.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, to MMA. And I was like, really, Dana?
Yeah, that's annoying. Because Francis, I remember hearing him say that, like the UFC wasn't going to pay to get his family to come watch him fight. Like he was having issues getting his family there to even watch him. Like, I feel like that's where the problems were. It's not that he snatched him up.
That part.
It's like, help out your fighters.
When we look at the history of Dana White, and the things that we've seen. Obviously, he's done some great things, done some things we don't even know about that are probably great, because I know he does a lot of donations and stuff under the table. And we also know he can be a POS and withholds money for no reason. Just look at how the UFC fighters are paid. So a little bit of truth, maybe a lot of truth on one side, a little truth on the other, and then the whole truth in the middle. And I just wasn't buying it when I heard that this week.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where Francis is going to fight? Or, like, what card?
I think it's PFL. Let me look. Yeah, MMA Return. That his next fight. Oh, not MMA Return. No. That was I'm pretty sure. Well, it's on YouTube. I don't want to. Next fight MMA. Next opponent could be decided as PFL. Renan Ferreira in December. So he's about to fight.
Hmm. Yeah, all these articles are about Dana calling him a terror.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as his fight's about to come out, and like, oh, I want to dominate the headlines. Weak man.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was that. But speaking of UFC, the UFC's transition, no more pay-per-views. Starting January 2026, UFC on Paramount. It's going down.
Yeah, do you got Paramount?
Yep. I was
Same.
going to cancel it too, because the app be messing up sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pissing me off.
Will you have to pay extra to watch? Or will it just come with the
I think
Paramount?
you're going to have, I feel like there's going to be some sort of add-on or some upcharge that is going, they're not just going to rid the pay-per-view system at $80 a pop to then be like, yeah, we're going fully online or fully to Paramount, to where the Paramount subscribers who pay like $9 a month or whatever are going to be able to access all of our content for $9 a month with everything else. There's going to be something else.
Dang. If they made it cheap, I'd pay, Like $5, all right. But anything over like 20, it's like, all right, I'll just Google. I'll start Googling. I'll find a way to watch it.
It's like, dang. So, yep, that's coming up. Well, speaking of, if we transition that UFC, MMA, Nogi, I saw this article. This is like a revisit, but we talked about this a while ago. But I just saw this article, I think this post last week, of the Nogi culture and aggression. They aggressive in something I'm still not saying in the gi.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen any like aggressive clips of people rolling in gis. It has all been no gi.
Yeah. Like, you see people like, yeah, they're winning, like, yeah, but you don't like see people like this video that was uploaded of like somebody coming out all swagged out, pushing a person, and just like going all aggressive, and then afterwards it's like not even shaking their hand, just being yeah, like that. You do see that more times than not, unfortunately, in the culture of Nogi.
Yeah, Nogi's more MMA people.
So
I guess that makes sense, and gi's a little more traditional.
Yeah. Which, right, revisit a tradition of, that's why I've always like appreciated the foundation of tradition. Again, no shade on Nogi, but that is a big difference in terms of energy wise, and aggression is just like grittier, just like more rugged. And I don't think is built for, even we could say like grips and stuff. And obviously depending on who you train with. I do think the tradition of gi is built more for longevity than the aggression and elevated energy of no-gi. Regardless of grips and whatnot. It's just like, yeah, who you're training with, but still, it's just that energy is different.
Yeah. We need a chill Nogi. Like, everybody needs to just calm down. Let's just flow.
Right? Let's meditate before we, like, get up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel the dial up just a hair.
Do you feel it during class, like at our gym? Can you tell?
A little bit. I mean, but I also think, well, I mean, it's a mix of stuff, to be fair. Like, some of the young buck energies is naturally like that excitement, so it's just a little more elevated. And then if you have more wrestlers like we did
Mm-hmm.
coming in, they just kind of bring that kind of energy. Um, but I think overall, like, I do like it is a little more elevated than our gi classes, just energy wise. It's a subtle thing. It's just something that I've noticed. I don't know. Have you noticed that?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
But am I also aggro? Like, I could also just be a little aggro and not notice.
No, I don't. What I said, it's like it's not like aggro. You know what I mean? Like so, yeah. Like so last night, you got the wrestler. Like okay, but they like the spazzes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, it's just like a turn up of energy that's subtle, that is a little more than I notice with like when people are in the gi energy.
Yeah.
Like there seems to just be a slight more playfulness energy in the gi than no gi.
Mm-hmm. Dang. That must be the collective. All that all the Nogi energy just swimming around out there in the universe.
It
We're all
is.
feeding off of it.
Americans. We're just, like I said, we're aggressive. Like we have
Mm-hmm.
July 4th and shit. That's just the nature.
Yeah. That's probably also just an ego thing with competitors too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like, "Oh, I want to make it. I want to be big and no-gi, whatever."
Yeah, that's true. That's 1000%. Yeah, the ego of that, which I found was interesting. So going back to what we were talking about, so I said plant it, right? So I saw this post. I can't, her name is, or last name is escaping me, but if you listen, shout out to Chelsea. We ran into each other. We competed against each other before. Cameron, I think she's based out in Oklahoma, but she trains gi. We've seen her around like IBJJF events, medical and whatnot. But I saw a post to hers last week, and I was like, 100%. I respect that, and I was like, I think that was a really cool post that she had. So she just got back into competing and whatnot, and like had just gotten herself kind of back into the weight division that we competed in, because she went to the ultra division where she had like an elbow injury and stuff and that she was dealing with over the last couple years. And so she was making a post on like she won, but also it's not necessarily about the win for her. It was, she was held accountable and got herself back to the weight she wanted to be at, and just overall like health, and just like really looked like, right, she had like a glow. And then she was also saying further in that post that she was like, I know, yes, and we're the same age, right? She was just like, I know I'm not gonna win ADCC and go on to Grand Slam champ and all that. She was like, I am a competitive hobbyist, which means that like it's more to me to have like to go to have a competition or something set up or go to these things because of the process and the accountability that it has on me prepping for those things, right? And to be able to look forward to something. So I was just like, right, that's somewhat like, in essence, like removing ego from that. And I was like, I'm not gonna be an ADCC champion. That's not what I'm trying to be. I don't know what even if y'all are on something, you got comments to say, but that's not me. That's dropping the ego on. I don't need to
Mm-hmm.
win all the time, right? Inspiring. I don't need necessarily have that aggro energy, but I can be a hobbyist, but I'm a competitive hobbyist, which means the energy I'm still bringing in is competitive. And like, I don't also need to be that elevated because I'm living my truth in that. So I just thought that
Mm-hmm.
was kind of cool, and a message that I feel like a lot of people need to hear
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah, I really do feel like everybody wants to be a pro. And that's just
Mm-hmm.
not gonna happen. Like, if you ask ChatGPT, like I have, it's a very small percentage of people that actually make it. you know? So, like,
Mhm.
most of us are, competitive hobbyists, but it is that ego thing because nobody wants to admit to that. Like, "Oh, I'm not gonna make it to the top. I'm just gonna ride it in the middle," and people aren't happy with that.
Yeah, which at the end of the day, right, in like we go back to, you have to define what that is for you, of like the success and what making it looks like,
Mhm.
because like we're all, there's a very, right, the minority, and even like the 1% of the 1% is a Gordon Ryan who is making that kind of money and those kinds of things. And then within that 1%, you have other folks, right, who are the Rotolo brothers and the Tackett's and like those, and like they make a living somewhat, right, kind of being able to like grapple. And obviously, like we've seen the transition of hopefully grappling and jujitsu may becoming a little more mainstream, and that's still within the minority. It's still like people loving to play basketball or NFL. Not all of y'all are going to make the NBA and NFL, but you can still make a huge impact, whether you're an awesome coach, right? Whether you're an amazing teammate in the gym that helps the next generation or whatever, or it's just something you love to do. And just like your energy still continues to elevate that space and community. Like whatever your definition of making it is, it doesn't have to be the making it of the Gordon Ryan or the making it of the
Mhm.
LeBron.
Yeah, and that's probably hard for a lot of blue belts to sit with.
Oh, those blue belts. I'm gonna be Gordon.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be Fionn. I mean,
I mean, the amount of time that you gotta actually train to reach that level is crazy.
done.
Yeah, but people find out, one way or the
They do.
other.
Whether they accept it is a whole other thing, but they definitely will find out.
Yeah, they might hit 35 and realize, "Oh, I'm not gonna be Gordon Ryan."
Honestly, maybe even in their 40s, they may get there. It might be all the way till then. Like, dang, I guess I'm not.
Mhm. Yeah. I don't know, it is crazy, though, to know the amount of people that are out there that are just trying to make it. They're like, "Oh, this is this is my shot." Like
Yeah, I'm right. Not trying to be a dream killer. It's just also be somewhat of a realist with dream in there. And how do
Mhm.
you enter it, right? How do you mix it in?
Yeah. Like, at one point, I was a blue belt when Helena was a blue belt, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be sweet to compete against Helena," you know? But it's just
Yeah,
crazy the progression, like, she's already a black belt, and she's been training since she was, like, 8 years old. So, like,
yeah.
just putting reality in place and realizing, like, "Hey, I'm at this level, and I've only been training for so long, and she's at this level." Like, we're at 2 different places.
Two different journeys, different access, right? Different exposure, different experience, like different resources.
Mhm, and everybody's got their own journey.
Exactly. So respect again. We said respect your own journey, respect your individuality, and define what that is. So yeah, remember that. You don't have to be a drop the ego, have a little more playfulness and joy in the way you train, and just overall just take care of yourself and on and off the mats. With that, are there any other upcoming fights or events or anything we got?
Um Yeah, actually this weekend, Orbit Submission Series, I did that one card like
Oh,
like a
nice. I
year or
think I
2
saw that.
ago. They're having an event, their 11th card this Saturday. And I think they're up in Iowa. But King of the Mats they're having another King of the Mats on November 30th, which poor Sam, like I don't know how his knee's feeling.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
Sam.
he was planning on doing that, but now he's got to take care of his knee first.
Mhm.
FAC's having a card on December 5th at the Cable Dahmer Arena, so that might be cool to go to. If
Where's that?
it's right outside of Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
They're having
Nice.
a card and old Jay Smith is fighting on that, so I kind of want to see how she does.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
And then we just got Nogi Worlds December 10th. And then Queen of the Mass is on December 28th. I might try to hit that up, but it's right after Christmas, so we'll see.
which kind of
I
sucks, but
know. Yeah, I wish they would. I don't know. Like I've been busy the past or the last one they had. I was busy, but there really hasn't been that many competitors sign up.
mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. Well, and also like again, like the holiday season too. It's like for this month, right? That's the 2 days, 3 days after
oh
Thanksgiving.
yeah, yeah, that's a good point. This one would be rough too. The Sub Spectrum, they're having their next tournament February 7th, so I might try to do that.
Is that one I saw in St. Joe?
No,
Or is that still Iowa?
it's in
Oh,
Iowa.
okay. I saw something. Carl put something up today, a submission challenge or something I saw that was going to be in St. Joe.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, but Sub Spectrum, they have cool tournaments. Like the setup's really nice, and like they take good video and photos, and it's last year was a good turnout, so I'm probably going to do that one again because it's in February. I thought it was going to be in January again, so I'm like, I probably won't do it, but I might do it now.
Yeah.
So
Looking into it.
yeah,
Yeah. See what's going on.
yeah, and then I think next year sometime we're going to try to do a ADCC tournament. I might go with
The one
Matt.
in Phoenix.
I think so, but.
It might be fun just to go watch, even if you don't.
Yeah, yeah, I'll see how I feel. Like I don't want to jump in there if I
Hmm.
don't feel ready because I don't want to get my leg ripped off.
Yeah. Excellent decision.
Yeah, makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Like,
You'll be
my
all right.
knee.
Just gotta train.
Yeah, yeah, but that's on my radar right now.
All right. Well, let's get to our topic of the week then. So, with everything going on, like I said, geometric storm out here, got the solar flares popping. Mercury in retrograde is popping. So, we are sitting in some energy of unlearning and rewriting our personal philosophy. So, when we go back, when I talked about what's your definition of making it, what do you like, right? What's your personal philosophy? There's things like when you think I never really thought about my personal philosophy. Well, think about it. Not necessarily a paper, but like kind of think about some bullet points of as far as like what has that look like. So for instance, like when I'm applying for these jobs and stuff for teaching, like they want me to have something like a teaching philosophy, a counselor education and supervision, or a counselor educator philosophy, and like a research statement. So basically it's a fly like what are my ideologies, my perceptions of things, my values, kind of like, and how do I place those in how I navigate those particular roles. So when you think about your own personal values, or how does that go into your overall just philosophy of life, or how you move around, how you grow, how you maybe stay stagnant and certain things like that. So when you think about Mercury and retrograde and the geometric storm, it forces us to slow down and recalibrate. So remember I said I was like been dropping stuff, just being clumsy or whatever, and stuff happens and you're like, I need to sit my ass down. That's this time right now. That's
Mhm.
what's been this time. Not ideal. It's not fun. It's not fun, but remember what we talked about during Halloween. We talked about shedding the mask, and that was what Scorpio season has been. It's been about shedding the stuff. So you got to be thinking about some questions like, what are things you think you need to unlearn? What came up for you this particular month while being in this energy? And we'll just stick to jits, right? And like I said, it was like had my other person stuff. We on that therapy journey, so got to break some old patterns. But training wise, I don't know if I really thought this season of like, what is it that I need to unlearn, as much as it was a intentional highlight of what I want to continue learning on the mats. And again, what's kind of like my personal accountability in that journey. So that was my somewhat reflection of that.
Yeah, I've been
And
ever since when after we hung out Friday night, I've been thinking like just concepts versus learning in steps. Like, I've been noticing that. Like, I feel like you and Sam, really think in concepts, or you learn using
Mhm.
concepts. I'm a step-by-step learner. You know, like, I feel like I don't grasp concepts as well. Like, I need to develop the steps and get those down, and then that unlocks the concept for me. So I've kind of been
Yeah.
breaking down how I think and learn about things too,
Mhm.
which is different.
That that's your right. It is that's how you personally process things, and that works for you to get to that space.
Mhm.
And being able to, like you said, like being intentional about reflecting on that, and that's really what we talk about when we talk about like unlearning. I can't unlearn things if I'm not aware of and recognize what's going on.
Mhm.
And that's just being open, right, to stuff. That's not even having not that you had an ego or anything, but you were just curious listening to Sam and I, right? It's like, I'm curious about how they talk about this in the same way that like we would be naturally curious about you talking about your game and like how you go about certain things. Like there's not a hierarchy or
Mm.
anything. It's just like if you're open to everybody, right? I said we can learn from white belts when it just comes to like certain stuff. I can learn from teenagers, even as problematic as they are, but in certain areas, like you're always learning from stuff if you're aware and you acknowledge and drop the mask and drop those things. And so also what with that unlearning, what have I outgrown? What have I outgrown this particular season? Am I aware of these patterns that no longer serve me anymore? Rough out here.
Yeah.
We've talked about this many times, but it continues to affirm and I do my thing, but I've outgrown not being able to be consistent when it comes to taking care of my body. I have to be consistent with that. I can't be like, "Oh, it's been like 2 weeks since I got in the gym or done anything." I just can't do that. And just being real intentional, even the days I'm really not feeling like, right, I got 60% in the tank. I'm gonna give you 60%, but I'm not trying to muster up the 70%, the extra 10%. It's just not there,
Mhm.
you know. And just being smart, just slowing down and being okay with slowing down. And um even in, I guess, like professionally, just like certain ways of maybe I go about or approach work or approach certain things. Like me being a therapist, I'm constantly having to think, I'm constantly having to learn. And so the same techniques, even though people are people, you outgrow some of those, or we're in different times. So different times, you got to look at some new stuff, or you got to maybe revisit some old things that might inform the new phase. So what what does outgrowth look like for you? Because you're constantly transitioning. You just have to again be aware of that.
Mhm.
The evolution is the key.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I'm trying to think of what I've outgrown. I feel
I
like I
mean,
just evolve, like, I just keep going, so, like, I don't realize what I've let go of.
you know what I think? You're still in that process, but I think things are shaking up for you in terms of that. You see it in your purple belt journey. You've outgrown, like, right, I'm trying to develop a guard. I'm trying to think more like this way. I'm literally slowing myself down. Like you're literally doing those things in your purple belt journey right now.
Mhm. Yeah, and I do notice some, like, here and there, but as a whole, like, I don't. Like, I just feel like I look past it, you know?
Yeah, but it shakes. See, is the thing. I know you've been on it for a while, but I do think stuff like I said, it's painful. Like these things, it's not supposed to be like, oh, a kind of enlightenment thing. Like stuff shakes up because you have to be slapped in the face to be like, damn, this is not working for me anymore. It's scary, but I'm here to deviate to something else. I would argue that, like the more the work situation has been where it's been at, and the more you've been disgruntled about that, maybe a little better than last year because you have a different position.
Mhm.
I think that continues to just kind of shine a light for you in general about, okay, this is not serving me in this way. I haven't figured it out quite yet, but I do know this
It's
will not be
coming.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're right, I've been saying that for a while, but it is coming, something's coming. to get me away from where I don't want to be.
That's correct. Exactly. So yeah, and I think, and I see that with a lot of people right now. Whether they see it in themselves, it's happening.
Yeah.
Embrace it. Be curious and courageous and confident, compassionate. There's more C's from internal family systems. I don't have the other 2 or 3 that I did not mention, but that is what you need to get to that place.
Compassionate, compassion.
Courage, curiosity, confidence.
All of them.
Mm-hmm. 8 C's.
There's 8?
Sense of self. Creativity. That's another one.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah. So, figure it out, Enlightened Ones. Embrace this end of Scorpio season. Not necessarily settle in, but transition into the Sagittarius season that's coming. And this new moon in Scorpio that's continuing to amplify stuff for us as we round out the end of this fall, because winter is coming.
Unless it doesn't.
Unless it doesn't. And again, like I said, calm before the storm. It's not all
Mhm.
peach. Like, yeah, it's warm. I'm like, dang, something's about to
No,
happen.
the Ice Age.
That part. So, are we ready to transition and end for the day and anchor in?
I'm ready.
All right, get yourself ready. Take a deep breath, Enlightened Ones. Feel that warmth, that anchor and heaviness sitting with you. And let's get into our Zen talk. We are ready.
Roxy just came up to greet me for the Zen.
Hey, Roxy.
Oh, that was not it.
Dang.
There we go.
That was good though. We needed, right? Roxy came in. We needed that pure energy along with the Zen. So hope you found that in your center, Enlightened Ones. Let's transition to the end of this session pod today, and we are going to go into finding the clarity in the static. So think about a radio, right? What often happens when you turn on a radio, right? And the static, you got to listen, right? We got to listen so I can adjust the knob so I can find the station or hear a little bit, tune in a little more, just a little more. That's what this time is. So find that clarity in the static. It's not off-putting. Little adjustments, big adjustments, but you have to listen. So you have to tune in your awareness to see what needs to be seen. That's the static. Sometimes things aren't meant to be seen at a particular point in time in your life until some other things happen. And then once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you can't unsee it, there's really not a whole bunch of explanation or excuses as to why you make certain decisions. You just have to own those.
It's like seeing through binoculars and you got to twist the dial for it to clear up.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes then as you get closer, you move, you got to adjust a little bit, adjust the focus. So there's constant adjustment. There's constant trying to tune in. But like I said, you got to listen. Denial and ego will be your eternal death. That's what this means. Like we were talking before, the ego. If you don't want to acknowledge, if you want to be in denial and you want to just bulldoze through internally, funeral.
Oh, no, that's like Rhonda.
Yes. Yes. And you see how miserable it seems like she is when she talks, regardless of what she says, how happy she is. It does not come across that way.
Salty.
Very, very bitter. So, sometimes you have to let the fog settle before you can see where you need to go. You ever been out on a walk, real foggy? Okay, I can't just run, right? Or if I'm driving, it's super foggy. I can't just pedal to the metal. I gotta be cautious, slow move it, and wait however long it takes for that fog to clear up before I can start getting a little more steady pace and moving.
Do you like the chaos? Like finding the calmness in the noise? Or would you rather
Absolutely
no?
not. Show don't. I try to resist that by any means necessary, and I'm trying to accept that it is an absolute, like, it's necessary. It can't happen without the chaos.
Mhm.
It just can't. So ride the wave, like we say.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. After your, like, scratch of midlife crisis, I've been really thinking, like, oh, it does take like, you have to be stirred up, for things to change or for you to, like, grow or find your new journey, whatever, but, like, you have there has to be a little bit of chaos in there.
It's true. It's not fun at all. I ideally would love for that not to be the case. And every single lesson, every movement, every growth, every evolution and transition that I've had has come from uh growing pains, and they've all been necessary for those particular transitions and changes to happen. So it's not about what happens to you, it's how you respond to them that is going to continue dictating your journey.
Mhm. Yeah. It sucks. Like, everything just can't be fine, you know? Like, you have to go through a little bit of something.
Look at the seasons,
Mhm.
right? Fall is literally the time of rotting, dying. It has to die and it has to freeze over, right? Getting into the winter and all that. And then we got to have the heavy rain and everything for things to clear, for ultimately it to bloom and pop and sustain itself and then burn up until we do it again. It's all needed.
Yeah.
But
I
if you don't plant your shit, plant and do what you're supposed to be doing in the fall, springtime, woo, it's gonna not be it. It's not gonna, your crops ain't gonna be what they're supposed to be. You thought you planted these seeds like you were supposed to plant. Nope.
Mhm. You'll just be playing catch up because everything will be growing around you.
Yep. Terrible. We don't want that. So take this time, and I hope you've taken this time. I know it's been a whirlwind. Take some time to reflect about what maybe some things popped up for you. Lean into it. If you want changes to happen, you have to deviate from what seems familiar. Because what seems familiar is usually not necessarily safe or for your benefit. It's a perception that it's safe because it's familiar. That's how your nervous system works. So you got to rewire by being aware, unlearning and doing different.
Mhm. Yeah, I've also been noticing, like, I'll think about something and I'm like, "Oh, I think of this because I programmed myself to think this way throughout my whole life, and if I just stop thinking that way, I can change it." Like, I've been noticing little things like that here and there. Like, "Oh, that's kinda
Yeah.
wild." Like, I've been believing in this because this is what I was told when I was a kid, but other people probably don't believe this because they weren't told that, but I do. But I can
Mhm.
change that if I just adjust.
That's
It's
it.
wild.
It's not easy, but accept it day at a time. So lean in, continue to do the work as Michaela and I are doing. We know you all are doing out there, and just stay the course, whatever that looks like for you.
Or adventure off the course.
Or venture off, right? Venture off sometimes you have to deviate. If that same course, okay, well, this wasn't it. There's a lot of, been a lot of danger here, a lot of negatives. Okay, this pathway, there's an opportunity for me to go this way. Take it. And be okay with what you don't know you're going to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like that's the tough part. Like not
That
knowing.
is. And that's the trick of the familiarity.
Hmm. Dang.
Yeah. Yep. So be curious. That's where it is.
Always.
Yes. All right. Well, anything else before I get to this quote to end?
Go for the quote.
All right. In light ones, it's been an episode today. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you found some inspiration or at least some seeds to take off and do what you do. Because remember, our sequoias continue going.
Mm-hmm. They're big now, right?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So here's our quote for the evening. We have, what if practicing peace is slowing down and realizing there's more to see? Morgan Harper Nichols. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Layers to it.
Short. Yes. Layers and short and sweet. Repeat. What if practicing peace is slowing down and realizing there's more to see? Morgan Harper Nichols. So slow it down. See the scenery. Assess and move.
Find your peace on the journey.
That's right. And call back to the episode, Find Your Peace in Chaos.
It's there.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Well, we appreciate y'all sticking with us. We will talk to y'all next time. Again, this is Deja.
This is Michaela.
Talk to y'all later.